Welcome to The Middle Ground, where we foster balanced and informed discussions on today's most contentious political and social issues. In this episode, we delve into the highly debated topic of abortion. Following the recent overturning of Roe v. Wade in June 2022, the landscape surrounding abortion rights has dramatically changed, causing an outrage and sparking intense debate. Join us as we explore different perspectives and seek to find common ground on this sensitive issue.
Now, South Carolina's governor has just signed a bill banning most abortions as early as 6 weeks into law.
The overturning of Roe v. Wade in June 2022 sent shockwaves through the United States and beyond. This landmark ruling, which legalized abortion in 1973, has now been reversed, leading to a ban on abortions in several states. The decision has ignited strong reaction from people all over the world.
Hours after Governor Henry McMaster signed the bill. The decision means the state's prior ban at about 20 weeks remains in place for now, while the state Supreme Court reviews the new law.
The ban on abortions is now in effect in states such as Arkansas, Idaho, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. This has sparked a wave of protests, with advocates arguing that women's reproductive rights are being violated, and in turn, their rights in general. The discourse surrounding abortion has become more polarized than ever, with passionate arguments being presented from both sides.
Pro-life.
Pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice. I am against all forms of violence, and I consider abortion a violence.
The court just overturned Roe versus Wade a couple hours ago. How are you feeling right now in one word?
Concerned.
Let's explore the pro-life perspective on the abortion debate. Pro-life advocates believe in the sanctity of life from the moment of conception and argue for the protection of unborn children. They believe that abortion is equivalent to taking human life and advocate for the legal restrictions to prevent abortions from taking place.
No other way to say it. My viewpoints don't come from religion, don't come from anything else. It comes from this fact that each human being is distinct and important and should be respected and valued. And so I'm against abortion in the same way I'm against police brutality and torturous acts within prisons and the death penalty.
Pro-life supporters often highlight the potential physical and emotional consequences of abortion for women, as well as the moral implications of terminating a pregnancy. They emphasize alternatives to abortion, such as adoption, and argue for increased support for expectant mothers in difficult situations.
Whose body? Our body! Whose body? Our body! Abortion is my right!
I wasn't planning on doing this today. I got all my work stuff, but I'm so angry.
The Supreme Court is illegitimate!
On the other side of the debate, we have the pro-choice perspective. Pro-choice advocates believe in a woman's right to make decisions about her own body and reproductive health. They argue that safe access to legal abortion is essential for women's autonomy and bodily autonomy.
As you know, these bans on abortion generally allow abortion in the cases when the pregnancy threatens the life of the pregnant person. But as a practicing physician for almost 30 years, what constitutes a life-threatening condition is just not always as clear as it might seem. It's just not black and white. You know, how severe does the condition need to be? How imminent does that threat need to be?
Pro-choice supporters often highlight the importance of keeping abortion legal and accessible, particularly for women facing challenging circumstances such as health risks, fetal abnormalities, or unwanted pregnancies. This includes cases of rape and incest. They argue that forcing rape victims to continue with their pregnancy can perpetuate trauma and violate their rights.
Some of you might be actively trying to get pregnant, and others will be actively trying to prevent pregnancy.
Pro-choice advocates emphasize the need for compassionate and comprehensive healthcare options that consider the specific needs and circumstances of individuals.
Our right to choose what we want to do with our healthcare, with our reproductive healthcare, it's really messed up.
Ensuring that they have the ability to make choices that align with their own well-being and life circumstances. As we continue to explore the abortion debate, it's important to recognize that everyone involved has their own perspectives and beliefs. Should women have control over their own bodies? Absolutely yes. Should rape victims be forced to carry a baby full term? No way. But I don't think we're as far apart on this debate as the media would have you believe. The reason I say that is that everyone has a number for this question. How many abortions is too many? I believe no matter what side of the discussion you sit on, you will have a number. For conservatives, i.e. the pro-life side, that number is 0. However, even those who advocate for pro-choice have their own limits as well. I am sure that all the pro-choice advocates would say that 1 is okay, 2, sure. What about 10? I think we would start to see some reservations there.
This is a war on women and girls. We must not underestimate the impact of this. Our daughters' lives are at risk, and we have to fight back.
Regardless of your beliefs, it's essential to engage in open dialogue without emotion. Women should have the rights that they fought for, but there has to be a compromise on the handling of individuals who repeatedly make poor life choices and rely on abortion as a means of birth control.
Nobody should have an abortion. And that's all I'm going to say.
With this decision,
abortion rights advocates are now pleading for support.
These barriers will only be more widespread and felt, especially by those who can't afford or do not have the ability to cross state lines.
I would recommend everyone reflect on the fact that individuals on both sides of the debate likely believe there is such a thing as too many abortions. This common ground provides an opportunity for dialogue and exploring solutions that go beyond the binary pro-life versus pro-choice positions. By acknowledging that there may be some middle ground, we can open up a dialogue about education, access to contraception, and comprehensive reproductive health care. These discussions can help address the underlying issues and foster a more balanced and nuanced approach to this topic.
We need more progress and more protections for providers who will be caring for this dramatic increase in patients in Illinois in our new post-Roe reality.
So instead of getting caught up in the extremes of debate, let's focus on the questions that lead us towards constructive solutions. How can we reduce the number of unintended pregnancies? How can we provide comprehensive sex education, accessible contraception, and alternatives to abortion? And how can we support individuals in making informed choices while also recognizing the importance of responsible decision making?
The states are going to do a better job because obviously many of the states have not. They are completely and outright banning abortion.
By promoting dialogue and understanding, even on deeply divisive issues like abortion, we can work towards a society that respects individual autonomy while addressing concerns from all sides. It's through respectful and constructive conversations that we can strive for a society that supports individuals in making responsible choices while also providing necessary support when needed. Remember, the key is to listen to diverse perspectives and find common ground where possible. Join us at the middle ground in fostering a space where respectful conversations can take place. Together, we can work towards finding common ground and constructive solutions. Thank you for joining us on this thought-provoking discussion about the abortion debate. If you found this conversation engaging or interesting, don't forget to subscribe to The Middle Ground for more insightful discussions on today's most pressing topics. We'll see you next time.